This is crazy. You know, like 75% of people rely on rental properties.
Montreal tenants and housing rights groups are worried. Quebec tabled Bill 31, a law that could cancel rental lease transfers, a tool renters have been using to find affordable housing.
In the matter that the Quebec government didn't really work for controlling the rent, the lease transfer was one of the ways the tenants were able to work together for avoiding abusive rent increase between the moving of two tenants.
I personally transferred 2 leases, and I've experienced also leaving 2 apartments where I saw the leases, the rates increase dramatically from one tenant to another. I know this because I kept in touch with the tenant that took over because I had to go get my mail from them. So I'll give you an example. When I was in the NDG, I had a 5.5 for $940 in 2018. It was on the market for $1,400 when I left.
Lease transfer helps people to get a lower price for the same service that we have been getting. I'm getting the same service as the lady who's gonna be paying $1,650. You understand what I mean? There's nothing that changed. The price, they didn't install new furnitures, or they didn't install any new doors, or they didn't install new anything.
Quebec Housing Minister Francilien Duranceau came under fire after saying tenants should invest in property if they want to transfer leases, explaining that tenants have been misusing lease transfers for their benefit. Duranceau has since apologized.
A just way of like, oh, you just have to own a property if you want basically to have rights. No, it was seeing a bit like that. And obviously, it's not possible for low-income tenants to think that even they will acquire property. And with this government, we're feeling more that, the people which have the most urgent needs are actually ignored.
Advocates say the government hasn't invested in social housing, leaving many with no choice but to find ways to pay a livable rent.
No one thinks about social housing. No one thinks about people who are suffering. They don't care. It's mind-boggling.
They don't give any priorities for social housing, and that we have been asking that we need a program that is complete, that is over on a long-term period to really support communities to develop social housing and to truly answer the needs.
In Montreal, Brittany Henriques, City News.
Next on